Hi everybody, it's Bronco922. Last video of the night, Fairy Tail episode review. $152. This one is, I think this one was called, Waiting for the Top. So, this is pretty much, you know, it's the manga. It's, Natsu's fight with Max, you know. I had this fight with Max, and obviously, you know the story. He had to fight Max, and he had to bring out his full move, and they realized, oh, they need to improve. They need to up their magic because it's not what it used to be. And that's when decided to go see Pagliuca to get some kind of medicine. Help them. She says, "Oh, I hate humans," and all that stuff. And then she pushes him away. They ran away. Ah! And that's when we see Wendy looking back at her and story. Now, we also in this episode got Makarov. I feel so bad for Makarov in this episode. He's like, the new master of Fairy Tail, Master Gildon's Climb, and he's not there. He's like, what? He's like, and Mira Jane gives him a note and says, "Oh, as master, I'm sorry, but it's not for me." I'm like, oh god, he got played, Makarov. But he does leave a note saying, "I do have two orders as the master." Number one was to reinstate Loxus into Fairy Tail, and everyone's excited. You got freaking Freed crying, and everyone, Big Slow and Evergreen are happy that Box is going to return to the fold. The other order, obviously, is that Makarov would remain master. He'd be the 6th master of Fairy Tail. He's like, oh my god, no one's being a master anymore. Shut up. It was funny. So, going back, got Wendy, Natsu, Lucy. Everybody was tired from running away from Pagliuca. And Wendy's basically saying, the story that Pagliuca reminds her of Grenadine. And then she shows up, Pagliuca, and tells her that I'm not Grenadine, I'm not the dragon, What I am is the Grenadine from Etelos. And this basically sets up her telling her that she did meet Grenadine, not specifically meet her, but she telepathically contacted her and gave her these magic spells, which were Milky Way. There was another one. Milky Way, we know, we've seen Milky Way in the manga. We know what it is. But the other one, it was called Sky Drill or something. So the other one was called that. And those were the two moves that she was basically saying to her. And then they go from that, they go back to the guild, and they're having an argument Mako and Romeo about them deciding not to do it, yes to do it. She says, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. About the Grand Magic Games. And it's decided that they are going to do it because the funny thing about that part was that once Romeo said, oh, 30 million, buddy, we're going in! Freaking Makarov was like, instant. Yeah, we're doing it. I don't care. It was funny. Everyone was hyped up about it. Happy was dancing. It was like fucking ridiculous. And it's 3 months away. So obviously, they're going to go train. And we're going to get trolled. Oh, I can't wait to see next week's episode, though. Next week's episode is going to be fucking hilarious. When they are training, and then they go to the celestial world, and guess what? You ran out of time. I laugh about that. But that's basically what happened. As far as the ratings concerned, really nothing happened. Well, moving forward, I thought it was animated pretty good. Fight between Natsu and Max. It really just brought what we already know from the manga. But I thought the fight was animated very nicely. Very good. I liked how they animated it. It was very crisp and clean, and and then obviously Gildart's mentioned to Makarov in the letter he will not mention what he found in the basement to anyone. And moving forward with the Magical Games arc, when the fights eventually start, it's going to be interesting to see how it moves forward, how they animated further on with the fights and all that other stuff. So, I guess I'll give this a 3.5 out of 5. It was pretty good. With the fight with Max and Natsu, I thought that was interestingly good. I liked how it was animated. It was animated very nicely. Especially Max was pushing Natsu away. And Natsu brought out the Fire, Lightning, Dragon War. I was like, what? And that was pretty beast. So yeah. Now, like I said, a lot of people don't like the opening Fairy Tail. The ending's pretty bold. I like the ending. The ending theme is actually pretty fucking awesome. I actually like that. But yeah, like I said, next week. Yeah, let's go to the Celestial World. And it was 3 months of training. Yeah! It's fucking bullshit. I remember when I read that chapter, I couldn't stop laughing. I was uncontrollably laughing. I was like, But now that I think about it, now I really think about, and I'm going to end this video with this last thought, and how would you guys think about this? When you really think about what happened in that chapter, in that part, which we're going to see next week in the anime, think of it this way. If they had gotten their 3 months training, just putting it out there, and they didn't get the power boost from Ultear, would the fights turn out any different? No? Gotta wonder. Also, just putting it out there, maybe that's why it was done that way, so that Gial, Merity, and Ultir could meet with Natsu and the gang and tell them the whole situation of what's been going on at the Grand Magic Games. But maybe I'm just giving too much credit to Hiro, so, and that's it. And that's pretty much what happened. I thought it was a good episode. Like I said, I liked the fight between Max and Natsu. We'll see where we go from here. I can only imagine once we get into the Magical Games what it's going to be like, especially when we get into that beginning part. Prelims. Should be interesting. Should be very interesting. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Bankai Nitro 2. I will do the chapter. I mean, like I said, Comic-Con was crazy, and I had no time to do these reviews. So I'm doing them now. Don't really have anything else left to do. Just a Fairy Tail chapter. History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi chapter. So that's 2. Tempest, if I get around to it, but I guess I'll review the Tempest episode. Or getting in the habit of reviewing that. I don't know what the other show I'm going to review yet. But considering, I guess I might review Codebreaker. So yeah, that's the story. So, this is the Bankai Nitro. I'll see you guys later. And Wendy was pretty good in this episode too. Yeah. Jeez. Ladies for the win. See you guys later.